Two men journey to the bars and restaurants of Scandinavia to find amazing beers, always with the same question.
Hey, what's on tap?
It's time to find out.
Always. Okay, we are at Salluhallen in Malmo. And Salluhallen is a concept that's unique to Sweden. Let me say unique to Sweden, but it's kind of a thing that's been around for a long time.
It's like a Scandinavian concept.
A Scandinavian concept where maybe in the U.S. You see it quite often, but in Sweden it's a combination of delicatessens and restaurants that are kind of to-go fare. And we thought, hey, this opened a few months ago. Maybe it's almost a year at this point. No, September of last year. September of last year. I don't know. So we thought, let's go try there. They've got a lot of different restaurants, a lot of different types of beers, and a lot of different
eating places,
eating establishments. You can get some really great artisan pizzas. You can get sandwiches. You can get
burgers and falafels and ramen noodles.
Ramen, and they've got a really amazing
meat cheese shop and
butcher shop and fish market. So you can get kind of all sorts of stuff here. A tea shop and a bakery and flower shop and all sorts of stuff. So we thought, let's just give it a try and grab some food, grab some beers, and have a sit down. So we both went to Palms
sandwiches, yeah.
Yep. And you got the Ruben, and I got the
pastrami on rye.
Pastrami on rye. And
you've been raving on about Rubens for so long.
I'm a huge Ruben fan, and sandwiches in Sweden are kind of a unique thing in that they're basically a deli-style sandwich where you get a little bit of meat, a little bit of cheese, usually some butter, cucumber, lettuce and tomato, and red onion, and then usually a choice of ham or turkey or tuna salad or something. But you can pretty much go to any sandwich shop and get the exact same sandwich over and over and over again ad nauseum. So when some place started offering pastrami on their menu, I was like, oh, hell to the yeah. And so we finally made our way over here, and I've been talking up the pastrami on rye and the Ruben for quite a while.
Yep.
And I have to say that it is not disappointing.
I'm going to dig into my Ruben soon.
Yeah. So your first pastrami sandwich, how do you feel about it?
Really good.
Yeah.
So nice.
Yeah, pastrami is not a flavor that you find in Sweden very often. It's a beef brisket that you marinate for like a week, almost like a sauerbraten, if you know what that is. And then you boil it and you cook it and you do all sorts of other stuff to it. And it's a real elaborate, loving process. And it's and these guys do not skip on the meat. It is a really great sandwich.
It's a huge sandwich.
Yeah. So I've had a couple bites of the Ruben. And
I have not had the Ruben yet.
It is a great sandwich. Rubens are pastrami, sauerkraut, Thousand dressing and pickles, and then
cheese.
And then like a Swiss style cheese. And then the pastrami on rye is just pastrami with mustard on rye bread. And the look on Mathias' face as he bit into the Ruben says that he's found a new love in his life, and I'm sorry to his girlfriend that he will have to leave you for a sandwich. Okay. So,
all right, this is probably the most amazing sandwich.
I know, it's so good. But to go with these fine sandwiches, we also picked a couple of beers. One is from
Norrbrew.
Norrbrew Bryggeri. It is the IPA makes me go MIA. I can't say MIA because it's not, there's no periods in there, so yeah. I always figured this MIA. It is
it's a Session IPA.
It is.
I mean,
4.5%.
I guess a lot of people have had Norrbrew in Denmark before, so
yeah,
it's something that a lot of people are going to recognize.
Yeah, it's a very popular brewery in Denmark.
I mean, they do some good stuff.
Yeah.
I think they do a lot of really decent stuff.
Yeah. I've had a few of their beers. I quite like them.
Yeah. But the look of this one, when we poured it in the glasses, is just hideous.
I've never seen a gray beer before, but this beer I would overwhelmingly classify as gray. It looks disgusting. The color resembles old dishwater after you've done a lot of dishes and the foam and bubbles have gone out of your dishwater. Smell is IPA-ish.
No.
Yeah. No? How would you describe it?
It smells like unfermented wort.
And how'd you describe it? Unfermented wort and
sanitizing
fluid,
Yeah.
which just goes well with the dishwater color of the beer.
No.
All right, put the sandwich down for just 1 second. Focus on the beers.
Oh, God damn it.
I know, 2 things at once is difficult. All right, cheers. Oh, this looks so bad.
No.
Well, Mathias, what do you think? First impressions, last impressions?
I gotta say, I really hate it. It's the worst beer I've had in a long time.
I don't hate it. I don't think it's particularly good, and I find the color so off-putting that I don't want to drink it. Like if it was golden or some color other than gray, dirt water brown, I might be a little more excited about it. But this looks just so unappetizing. And they say you taste with your eyes first, and it's kind of spoiled for me. So when you taste it, you're kind of not expecting it to be very good.
No.
And it does not disappoint.
Literally one of the worst beers I've ever tried in a long time.
Yeah, this might be a low point for the show. One of the worst beers we've had in quite a while, and we've been riding pretty high, so it's good to have something, I guess, that reminds you of what beers are like sometimes. Yeah. All right, so we won't belabor this, and what would you rate it?
Slow as you can go. 0.25.
All right.
Because it's just a jumbled mess of shit.
I will give it a much higher rating of a 1.25.
No, I mean, the problem is I know that they can do so much better.
Yeah.
That I really don't understand why they even released this.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I had to have looked at it and thought, dear Lord, this looks horrible. I don't get why they would have put this on the market, because they have an IPA on tap here as well that's actually much, much better than this.
It's probably a lot better.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think we'll be finishing that one today.
Oh, I'm done.
No,
I'm done with that.
Yeah, all right. Fair enough. Next up is a local sensation, Möllys. You know them better than I do.
No?
I'm trying to see where they're... Eskilstuna?
Yep.
Where's that?
It's further up north.
Well, considering we're in the ass end of Sweden, everything is further up north.
Exactly.
So, thank you.
It's not an incorrect answer, right?
No, it is not incorrect. What part of Sweden is Eskilstuna?
The middle.
All right. So, another shopping and...
Ish. No, it's further up.
Further north. Near...
I really don't know.
All right. Once again, I've discovered with most Swedes, geography is not... the geography of their own country is not one of their strong sets.
Well, I mean, you know Gothenburg, you know Stockholm, you know Kiruna, which is way up north, and you know Malmö, which is way down south. So you got all your...
And then everything else is just a mystery of muddled Swedes in the middle.
Basically.
All right.
So we have the Möllys Tropicana.
Möllys goes Tropicana.
And they've been doing quite a lot of saisons. Like they had I think it was an apricot saison.
Yeah.
I know Casual Street Food here in Malmo had that for quite a while. Mm-hmm. Also Beer Ditch had it. That was quite nice.
Yeah, so, I know Beer Ditch carries your stuff quite regularly.
Yeah. I'm quite excited to try this one as well.
Yeah. It's a beautiful color. Mm-hmm. It is very apricot-y and cloudy and just completely inviting and everything about it. The smell, it's got that saison-y nose to it that I know you quite enjoy.
Well, I think the saison yeast paired with too much tropical fruit turns into kind of like a dish rag kind of smell. You know, you just like wiped something off your kitchen counter.
I don't think it tastes. I think this is kind of similar to the last saison we tried. It's got kind of a banana-y, saison-y smell to it. Don't look at me like that.
We haven't had a saison in a long time.
What was the one we had the last episode?
That was the Beer de Blue.
Beer de Blue. I know I haven't had a saison, but it was a Nelson Sauvignon hops to it.
Yeah.
And I thought it was Hefeweizen at first.
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of
reminds you of that one.
It reminds me of that one a little bit. In the smell.
I think the fruits is what gives the like dish rag feeling.
Does it say what kind of fruits are in it? I didn't.
Probably a bunch of different ones.
Tropical fruit puree. So there you go. Yep, just tropical fruit puree. That's all you need to know. Clock's in at 7.2% ABV, so a little bit higher than the session IPA we just did not like. All right, cheers. That's really nice.
Yep.
I quite enjoy that. That is...
I think the taste of it is really nice.
Yeah. Kind of apricot-y and tropical.
Well, it's got a lot of tropical fruits to it. So, it lives up to its promise, really. I do think it could be... it does become a little bit... So this is like fine detailing it, but it's like it does become a little bit alcohol heavy.
Towards the end? In the aftertaste? Or
yeah.
What? I don't find it alcohol heavy, but then again, I just had a bite of really spicy mustard, so
yeah, exactly.
It's kind of masking it a little bit for me.
Yeah. No, but, I think my problem with like saisons above 6% is that they get really
boozy flavored.
Yeah, because they ferment out so dry, so they accentuate all that boozy flavor and boozy aroma.
Yeah.
So I think for me personally, I enjoy a saison more on the lower ABV end.
Okay.
I would even go as low as have like a 5% saison. Because that, to me, is a lot more drinkable, and it brings out more of like that peppery spiciness from the yeast.
Yeah.
And it doesn't become as like spritzy and kind of alcoholic heats. Ish.
I don't find this has an alcoholic heat to it that much.
Not really. But I think it's just like the taste of like the imperial saisons that I'm not a huge fan of. But I think this is still a really good example of that style.
I get the a little bit at the end. You're kind of like a little bit of bite from the alcohol at the end.
Yeah,
definitely. But overall, I would say this is a really nice. You're out of sandwich, man. Sorry, no more sandwich. I know. Leave my basket alone. Whatever. I would say this is a really nice. This saison. I find it very drinkable.
Yes.
So, what would you rate this one?
Probably give it a 3.5.
Yep, I'm right there with you. 3.5.
Yep.
Very good. And the sandwiches, how would you rate those? The pastrami on rye. Which one did you like better?
Oh, the Ruben for sure.
Ruben is pretty amazing.
So
yeah.
Good.
Yeah, the pastrami on rye is really nice, but the Ruben is the
Ruben just like brings it all together
Yeah.
with the pickles and the sauerkraut and the Appenzeller cheese.
Yep.
And the dressing.
Yep.
Just creates an amazing sandwich.
Oh yeah.
It's, the best sandwich I ever had.
Wow. Okay, so there you are. If you get a chance to be in Malmo, stop by Salluhallen. It's an amazing place. You'll want to spend.
Get a Ruben at Palm Sandwiches.
Yeah, definitely. It is excellent. All right, so
I might steal your Ruben half.
No, you're not. Get away from me. I'll have to move to another table so you can't touch my sandwich. Okay. Well, tell us where you can find us online.
Well, you can find us on Stitcher, iTunes, Instagram, and Facebook, and also on whatsonthappodcast.com.
There you go. Until next time, keep drinking
and eating sandwiches.